Jolly.
Who?
And yeah, so your normal commentator Carol isn't here today. He's ill, so he'll be back next week alongside me. But for this week, you've got me and Jolly to commentate over the race.
Yeah.
So,
interestingly, we're at Catalonia this week. If you didn't know, a few facts. There is 66 laps to this race, but obviously not because it's 50%, so half that. I can't be asked to do the maths. And the distance from the grid to turn 1 is 564 metres, and you're at full throttle for 72% of the lap, if you didn't know.
And also in real life, it's known as a rather boring race and one of the worst on the calendar. However, as we know in league racing, that is never the case around this track. So, instantly looking down the grid, Spa shot, great. I mean,
yeah, we laugh because we know him quite well, and he's quite, he's one of the people who's either really good in the race or, he has an incident or something. So he's a real hot shot and a hot head, you could say. And I think he's one to look out for always. You can't rule him out.
I mean, he's definitely fast. We know that. He's definitely got the pace, but it's whether he can keep that consistency throughout the whole 33 laps of the Grand Prix. He often gets unlucky. I think, which we can both agree on. Yeah, he does get unlucky quite a lot. So it'll be interesting to see if luck goes his way in this race. And especially because this is a must-win for him. Having looked at the standings, he won the third round, DNF'd in the second, didn't race the first, and in the fourth he finished 12th. So this is a must-win for him, or else, championship leader TJ isn't actually on the grid today. So this is definitely an opportunity for Sparshot to pull in and possibly mount a title charge.
Yeah, I think it is that. I'm not too sure the standing of the feeling. I can take a look, but I do believe it's not too far off. I think he did join late to the league, but you can't count him out.
No, we know his pace, so it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, people's paces change from lap to lap. I am just going to pull up the standings now, just to give some context to this qualifying session and how the grid will shape up for the race.
I've got no game sound. I don't know if to leave or not, but a few people going out.
I think if you pause and then unpause.
Yeah, there's a few people going out of laps at the minute. Interestingly, on a soft tyre. If it was me, I'd want to do a medium tyre this race because of the tyre wear, but I was hoping to go for that alternative strategy of a two-stop, which could make the race even more interesting. It should be in this competitive tier. So
is a soft to hard possible around here?
I'm not actually too sure. It could be if you stretch the first stint out on the soft, but it really will sacrifice your race pace and consistency doing that. But it could be a good shot.
One thing I do think is interesting here, AG Panther, right on the back of Passion 1G for their laps. He didn't look like he wanted to back off, and in fact now he has indeed backed off. So he was doing the lap right behind Passion 1G. So interesting there from the Haas car, but overall to start qualifying, nothing too interesting. Only DTM comes in the first lap, 1:20.7. I think people will probably be looking to improve upon that time. Certainly.
Yeah, I caught the end of that instant. I'm not actually sure if Patch and Block are both on a block.
I think they're both on a lap. Yeah, there you go. They're both putting their laps now. Passion with a 1:23 knot.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Someone's just got Atlantis picked on the road wide and straight from a mistake, or is letting people pass.
I think Passion must have made a mistake on that. Like, having been on board, I think I did see him go wide at one turn, so he will be looking to improve on that time definitely, and Panther as well. But look, Panther right on the back here of. I'm not sure if they're both on a cooldown lap or I'm not sure what's going on here, but they are right nose to tail. Yeah, but the laps are coming in now. The Alfa Romeo is at the top of the standings here. Definitely, well, I mean, oh, there we go. There he is. There is a Spa shot we know and love, putting in a 1:19.5 to go top of the standings.
Yeah, 2 times quicker than Jenkins on the hard tyre. I think 4th place only beats them with a mistake on the lap, along with Patrick and Panther both I've had scrappy first laps, I think. But yeah, it's interesting to see that a lot of the grid's doing what I said and pretty much sticking to that one stop on medium hard, it looks like anyway.
Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at now. I think ILRT Jenkins might be Mr. TJ 1512, who currently leads the standings because he's near the top. And also there's no reserve driver called ILRT Jenkins, so that must be him. Just looking through, so ILRT Jenkins currently the championship leader. Sparshot did say before the race this is a must win for him, so it's going to be interesting just to see if he can get the win and if he can first get pole.
Yeah, interestingly, Alpha's in the constructors are leading the way quite a bit over the Williams. Got a 39-point gap. So the Williams and Scottish do 0-0. I'm not sure if he's in the lobby. I can't see him. So Sparshot really needs to take the win from Martin himself for the team today.
Well, just from this qualifying, and obviously this is mine and yours. This is our first encounter with this tier in this league. Just from the start, really, you can see how Alpha do have that lead, 2nd and 4th, clearly. Just from first impressions, the most consistent team and the fastest team on the grid. However, obviously, we don't know how Williams will be when the Scottish dude is back. That is something that we'll have to see in the coming weeks. But for now, Sparshot is doing the team proud, leading the way in qualifying.
Yeah, interestingly, Adam stayed out. I'm not sure, he might be doing another lap on the hard road, might just be getting his eye in ready for the medium lap. But yeah, he's staying out for a few laps. Not round full, but he looks to be going pretty good. Well, quick again. He's put his ELS in hot laps, so down goes.
Bit of an early turn in there, you wouldn't want to make that mistake, he lost a bit of time with that.
Yeah,
but definitely, I think he's going to be following the strategy that you recommended with the hard to mediums. Dustin puts in a lap on the hard 120 flat really, so going to be interesting. Do we know? Hang on, I'll check now. Dark Wolf and Jenkins. Yeah, there you go. Jenkins and Dark Wolf both did their first times on the hards. So, it looks like a lot of the people on the grid are going with what you suggested with the hard to medium strategy. Medium to hard strategy. Although, I mean, they could stay in and start on the hard. Obviously, you don't really want to be doing that. You want to be starting as high up the grid as possible here, especially as it is a renowned track for its difficulty to overtake.
Yeah, not only that, as well, it's such a competitive track within the bottom league. Everyone's going to want to battle each other because they believe that they're on the top man. So yeah, everyone's going to really want this.
Oh, and Dark Wolves, I got that on stream. Dark Wolves goes around at turn 1, front wing off. Turn 2 there. On the exit, looked like he just got on the curb. Got on the power a little bit too early on that curb and dropped it into the wall. That's an easy mistake to make. That's not something you can really knock him for. I've definitely made that mistake in the past. It's just for him now getting back to the pits, coming back out on the medium tyres and trying to pump in a lap.
Oh, he went to the inside there on the apex of turn 5. And then with the DCM coming out, I don't know, that was pretty dangerous stuff there.
I think he was trying to pull in to let him go, but then kind of got caught in two minds.
Yeah, just wrong place at the wrong time for both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyone out on a flying lap? Atlantis J20, I'm not sure if he's still. Doesn't look,
Atlantis
he's not got a lot of ILR.
I mean, Atlantis is a reserve driver, so I'm not sure really. I think in this league there's a separate reserve table, so that'll be I mean, interesting to see, because at the moment Joel tops that reserve driver table. However, Joel isn't in the game, but I saw somewhere that he was in the chat at least that he might be racing, so he might be turning up a little bit later on.
Yeah, we'll just see Jenkins over the line, 118.840, 70 pretty small shot on a different compound obviously, but that's about the improvement you should see, about 7%.
Yeah.
So we could have a real ding dong for the pole match.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but this is the thing I'm looking at. Sparshort clearly wants to come out at the end of the session on the medium tyre, as to get the track in its best state, really, with track evolution. This is what I'm interested about. A lot of people coming out now to do their medium laps. What does that mean? So why would they come out this early? I personally would wait a little bit later on, but that's just me.
I think the only thing that I can think of, if you're doing medium lap now, and if you don't have a good run, you can back out.
Yeah.
Or if you're not happy with the medium laps, you can go and put a soft and do the turns around the place. Really stable in the first stint, but yeah, I think ILRT Jenkins has got to be at least top 3 for this qualifying session. He's got a really good lap there.
Yeah, well, Atlantis, that 19.8 is a lap on the hards, is worth mentioning. I mean, if you could check, obviously, I will check myself. I want to keep the action on camera. If you could just check what Atlantis' first lap was on, or if he did have any first lap. Cheers.
Well, that was his quickest time, but his first lap was 1:47.4.
Wow.
So he's just been ironing his lap to get some good bankers in.
Well, FRL Ryan has put in the exact same time as ILRT Jenkins, despite being on the softer tyre. So clearly Ryan may not be eyeing up. Well, he might be eyeing up pole if he can come back out on another set of softs and go on that, like you said, that alternate strategy. If he can build a gap at the start of the race, and this is the thing, if it's a one-stop race, and a lot of people are going for the one-stop. If you are doing the two-stop, you have to be leading at the end of lap 1, just so you can build out that gap. And really, you want a 7 or 8 second. You want to be building at least a second a lap on average before you come into the pit. So you've got that 7, 8, 9 second lead. You're going to come out mid-pack and start making overtakes. And this is the thing, you're always going to have fresher tyres than the people around you when you do a two-stop. So certainly going to be an interesting one if he wants to go on the two-stop, to see whether he can build that gap and make the overtakes needed that you definitely need to do on a two-stop strategy.
Yeah, just a quick note that Dustin third in the Red Bull has done 5 laps on the hard, so and Atlantis in the Ferrari 6th place, so I think that might just be to get used to the track, used to how the tyres are feeling.
Yeah.
It could be a good strategy for them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing when you're doing, if it's definitely a soft qualifying on the tyres, then you go out there, you do 3 laps all on the softs. However, with this, you have one lap on the mediums, and because you've only got one set of hards and one set of mediums, you've got to go out and do a lot of laps on the hards just to get used to the track, see how it feels, see how the evolution and the temperature is. Because if you come out, you do 1 lap on the hards, 1 lap on the mediums, you're not going to be fully acclimatised to the track.
Yeah,
and it also just may be to test setup as well. Just see if they want to add more downforce on the
Alfa
front
Romeo of Dark Wolves just in third place, 600th behind FR Ryan on the softer tyre, but these Alpha Romeo, you can see where the top in the construction is so relentless and so consistent.
Whoa, that is a McLaren. Dun Thunder, probably should have noticed that before, but he is out of qualifying. And interestingly, I don't know if AJH and T10 maybe have qualifying bans, maybe? I mean, they really should be out by this point. And at least have done a lap, but they've been in the pits the whole qualifying. And, you know, the McLaren of Dun Thunder had done the same thing and he'd just come out. And maybe it would have been worth coming out a little bit earlier and getting used to the track before coming out and just going for it on one lap.
Yeah, another one of the pole favourites has just come out now on the mediums for an outline of sport. I was about to sort of jump into the final sector, so good ride on board with
Boom in the Renault is on the soft, so he's going for a 2-stop. So I mean, this really is where you can. I'll get the lap telemetry and details up now. So here you go. So FRO Ryan in the pits has put a new set of softs on. You can tell it has 0 laps, so he's going for a new set. There's a yellow flag again here. Is that just for someone waiting up? Yeah. So let's look at Spa Shot now. Let's watch his lap, because this is his pole lap if he wants to go for pole.
Yeah, look pretty neat. Kind of bit wide on Prix.
A bit wide there.
Be an invalidation.
Yeah, he's done. That's an invalidation. That's not his lap, so that's alright though. He's got time.
Jenkins, he's coming out on the mediums again. I think I'm not too sure. It says on that.
Yeah.
So he could be
he is out that on the mediums. So he's obviously going to have to either save his tyres or come in a lap earlier.
Yeah. Boom in the Renault well, he's in the first section at the end of it now, on the soft, boom, watch out for.
You say boom, yeah?
Yeah.
Just checking the stream, making sure it was right. Yellow flags about. Still annoying how you can't spectate someone who's retired, because I would definitely like to see what happened to only DTN. Maybe he just retired after doing a lap, but anyway, down at P11 I feel like he may have, I mean that's still his starting lap that he did right at the start of the session, so Spa Shot now, he is on his actual lap.
The 21 9 in the first sector, I'll have a look where there's the others. Attempt with the Jenkins and matching Ryan for the first, so I think we got the pole in
This right-hander here, this is really where you can gain or lose a lot of time. That's an invalidation.
It was close. I think he was really pushing it off the steep. It was really
invalid. Yeah. So Spa Shot, he's going to be starting on the hard tyre.
He's gonna have
I don't know if he would have wanted
really
that
good
or
off
not.
the start, because he's gonna get eaten up by people on the softer tyres behind.
Dustin sets a lap on the mediums, goes pole, provisional pole. Now we just have to look around. Who's close to finishing their laps? Jenkins is close to finishing his lap. I don't know if he's going to carry on or if he's going to duck off into the pits. He's going to carry on round.
Is he going to get it?
To the line. No, only P2. Who else is close to finishing their laps? Next up it's going to be Ryan. Now through the final chicane. Kept that nice and tight. Up to the line.
Oh!
Yeah, I think he knew before. Who's going to be next? It's going to be Atlantis. Remember he's done 4 laps on the hard, so he needs to beat his time. whereas he'll be starting on those old hards. Up to the line now. Goes 4th place. Now it's Dark Wolf's next to the line. He's the last man to the line.
It's 4 attempts up.
Can he put his car? Oh. No. Wow, he could have. Oh, I mean, he backed off there. I was going to say, can he beat? Maybe that would have been a great finish to the session. Can he beat his teammate Jenkins? The answer is no. He'll be starting from P5. So your grid order for the ILR Tier 5 Round 5 Barcelona is Saudi and Dustin on the mediums in first, followed by ILRT Jenkins, FRL Ryan, Atlantis, Dark Horse, Adam R, AJH in the McLaren, only came up for 1 lap. AMS Sparshot, he's going to be absolutely gutted with that one. However, as we know, he'll be on the softer tyre towards the end. He'll be on the medium tyre, so he will be going for it, and he will have pace. Boone in 9th on the softs and the Renault, 10th place. Is the Hazard Street Demon. Craig Conley splits the Haas cars in the Toro Rosso and P11 with AD Panther behind, and I'd love for it to carry on a few more seconds, but we'll get the result in a second.
Yeah, Sparshot's just messaged me. He's not happy that he invalidated. He's like, he feels like he shouldn't have just pushed that extra bit. He believes he would have got pole, so yeah, he's really kicking himself.
We know he's got race pace, so it's going to be interesting to see on the hards, can he keep pace with the cars around him. Just to round off the grid, only DTM in the Racing Point and Passion 1G, and then 2 cars that didn't put in laps. T10 Denzel, who never came out, so he must have had a qualifying ban, and then Dun Thunder 1086, who came out for 1 lap and put it in the wall in Sector 2.
Yeah.
Well, we don't even know if it's going to be a wet race, Jolly. It's not going to be a wet race, we can confirm. It's going to be at least a dry start.
Yeah, I've got a question for you. Who's your tip for the win?
I mean, it's hard to look past ILRT Jenkins, really, isn't it? Just, the domination he's had in a championship so far. I think he's got to be the favourite, but, we've both said it. One person you have to watch coming through is going to be AMS Sparshot, who has the pace, and we just need to see now if he has the consistency. Yeah,
I think I'd say Dark Wolves. I think he's going to go under the radar a bit, and I think he might take this one.
You think he's going to beat his teammate?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's an interesting one. Well, I guess we are indeed going to see that. Oh, I thought it was the race start for a second there. I was worried.
Yeah,
no, but we now get away on the formation lap. So Dustin on the medium tyre. I mean, one thing that we've obviously let go under the radar here, Jolly, is that Dustin is on the same tyres as the cars around him, but he managed to take pole position.
Yeah, well, we didn't really speak about much for pole position because we were all about the Jenkins hype train. We were really the Sparshot.
But Dustin he's done a brilliant job to put his car in pole position.
Yeah, if he can get a good start, we could really see a good battle between him and Jenkins. Ryan could even do well because he's on his second tyre, get a jump on them both. So
this is the thing. He's going to have much better traction, isn't he, off the line?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one thing I want to personally bring up. Look at the sky. It's very hazy and it's fully overcast. Now, as we know on F1 2019, it being overcast doesn't really matter. However, I mean, there must be a chance of rain here, surely. Just from the overcast nature. Obviously, we don't. The drivers will have this information. They will know this. The only thinking I can do is that, well, a lot of them are starting on the medium on a hard tyre. They must know that there's no rain coming at the start of the race. It must be coming towards the end of any.
Yeah, that's if there is any. But the drivers are going up to the grid now and getting into their slot. So I'll let you do the race start.
Thank you, John. Can ILRT Jenkins extend his championship lead here? Or will there be disaster for the Alfa Romeo drivers? And I have a horrible camera angle. Here we go. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And the lights are out here in Barcelona. They're on for a long time. Dustin with a brilliant start. Jenkins, not so much, already falling behind both the Ferraris, but now to turn 1. Ryan looks to the inside. Nearly contact made, but he makes it through. Out of turn 1, the order goes Dustin, Ryan, Darkness, Atlantis, Adam, AJH gains a place off the start. Jenkins from 2nd all the way down to 7th, a horrible start. Street Demon gained a place, he's ahead of Sparshot. Boom, has dropped down. Sparshot dropping 3rd, Panther, DTM. Sparshot is round, and Panther out, massive incident near the back. Jenkins loses another place here to Street Demon, but we have to go back to the front. No, we don't. Look at Sparshot. Oh, more contact. The Sparshot hits into, I believe that was Passion 1G. And but we go back to the front now. Dustin keeps the lead. Car off into the gravel. That's Ryan off, losing places. Heartbreak for him. But Dustin, he's managed to build a gap off the start to Dark Wolf.
Yeah, and Street Demon just spun it. He's dropped it.
What a
start.
crazy
start.
start.
Just dropped it. We've got no time to compose ourselves.
Well, what I do have time for is to mention that Dustin is checking out up front. 1.5 seconds is the gap off the start, and he is going for this. I think he must be running less down the amount of time he's gaining down the straight. Atlantis now on board, not able to make a move on Darkness. He got close though within a 10. 4 cars duck off into the pits, Sparshot being one of them here. That was certainly a start for the ages.
With Patrick and Prix going into pits, I think one of them will get into the pit lane and just swing back in quickly because they've got wind down the pit. Yeah, everyone's getting the wings now. We need to see what tyre they go.
For the first race that me and you have commentated together, and you know your first commentary experience, only my 3rd or 4th. What a start for us to gain experience on. That was a brilliant start to the race.
Yeah, I've not done many
Now
commentaries, but I've been involved in a lot of races, and I've not seen carnage like that for a long time. No,
neither have I, mate. So, Jenkins, we have to look at who's out of position now. Ryan, definitely out of position, started 3rd, now 8th. In fact, we can get up now the position changes. So, who's gained off the start? Dark Wolves gained from the misfortune of Ryan and his own teammate Jenkins. He's up to P2. Atlantis gains a place to P3. AJH, who started P7, kind of went under the radar in qualifying, having a good race so far. Adam R gains a place. Jenkins is, well, one of the biggest losers on the grid, down 4. Only DTM, obviously we saw he retired at the end of qualifying. Up 6. FRL Ryan on the soft tyre going for the 2-stop strategy. Down in P8, Street Demon. P9 gained a place. Dan Thunder, who crashed on his only lap in qualifying. Now P10. Boom has lost 2 places, also on the soft tyre. His teammates gained 3 places from the back of the grid. Sparshot, 13th, definitely not where he would want to be after 3 laps. Then we've got Craig Conley and Passion 1G, who are also involved in incidents. And Passion 1G struggling there with traction, looking like coming out of the chicane. So now Dark Wolves is actually starting to gain again on Dustin. If he can get within that 1 second gap, we could see a brilliant fight for the lead involving 7 cars. But you know, the problem that we've got now is there's so many cars in this DRS train, it's going to be hard for any of them to overtake.
Yeah, it's that age-old problem that we have around Spain in generally race hard, but if you're in the DRS train, you're going to be there pretty much all race, it feels like, anyway, it feels like an eternity. But Dustin will talk about like a straight line speed advantage, because every time he gets from that last corner, he just jets off. And then Wolf gains it back.
Here comes Atlantis down into turn 1. Up the inside, contact made. I don't know about. Oh! There goes Dark Wolves. horrible start for the Alfa Romeos. He started what, 2nd and 5th? Now 5th and 8th. Both losing 3 spots. And he's lost traction and Street Demon round the outside. Horrible start for the Alphas, who have been looking to extend their championship lead. Lucky their only, real competitor in the Constructors' Championship, Williams, only has 1 driver and he's out the points right now.
Yeah, I think that's the little buffer that Dustin needed.
Oh, here we go. Jenkins, sorry to interrupt, but Jenkins, championship leader, knew he had to gain some places, and he's done exactly that. He's up to P4 now.
Yeah, I was just saying that Dustin really needed that buffer to the P2 because Dalton was really close up to him.
He was pulling, but this is the problem now. Dustin's got so much straight line speed that you see. Look 2.4. Oh no, I think AJ has also got that. AJ's got the same straight line speed. You can tell. Maybe he's running 1 bit less downforce. Because even Adam's finding it hard to pull into him down the straight with DRS. But so we look again really at the main gainers off the start. AJ, he's kept out of trouble at the start and he's gone from P7 to P2. Brilliant start from him. Adam R, also in the Ferrari, has gone up 3 places. Only DTM has gained 7 as well. Really, you're just looking at the drivers who have stayed out of trouble. And also, just to note, only DTM is on the hard tyres in that top 6. So, very possibly DTM could make a charge towards the end of the race. He's gone a bit wide there, but he's definitely going to have better traction towards the end of the race on those medium tyres compared to everybody else on the hards.
I think I just saw Dustin go wide in the back there. About 10 from 2 in that sector alone.
Nah, he just needs to keep his head now, because at least from what we've seen of these first 3 laps in qualifying, he's the fastest man around here right now. And he's definitely got the pace. He's definitely got 1 lap pace. We've seen that from qualifying. And
Adam's coming on AJ here.
Here comes Adam R now for P2. Up the inside. And again, we're seeing the same thing as before, but that is brilliant racing. And here comes AJ with the switchback. Not able to make it work unless he can get him down into turn 4. Not happening. Alomar gains the place, puts his Ferrari up into P2 past AJ. Well, AJ who had a brilliant start. I mean, you can still consider it a brilliant start. 7th up to 3rd. But does he have the pace now to be able to hang on, or is he going to start dropping back to where he qualified? Let's see.
Yeah, the flag in 6-3. That's Passion 1G off into the gravel, I think, turn 12.
In fact, he's about to be lapped, and this is something we need to watch now. Dustin is coming up to him.
Should be fine.
Passion 1G definitely not having the race he'd want. In other news, Ryan and Boom have both made their first pit stops for the 2-stop strategy. And oh my god, Dustin has just hit the back of Passion 1G, lost some front wing. What is Passion 1G doing? I mean, look, from what I saw there, Passion 1G was going extremely slow through the last turn. It looked like he was trying to let him go through, and he's lost front wing as well. I think Passion 1G definitely needs to come into the pits here and change tyres, because he's a lap down after 7 laps, and he's caused front wing damage to Dustin now, who, look, that has hindered him massively. He's going to try hold it on the inside to Adam. Adam round the outside. That'll be a brilliant move. He can pull it off. Not able to, but he's still there, still round the outside. Gets the move done. That's a brilliant move, even if it's on someone who does have wing damage. And I think now we are going to see Dustin slowly slip to the back, which is horrible to see, because I mean, personally, I don't think. Yeah, he's just letting people go now. I personally don't think that was his fault. It looked like Passion 1G slowed down too much going into that last turn to let him through. As we know, normally going onto a straight in Formula 1, if there's a back marker, you He kind of just stays on the racing line, turns his engine down and lets the faster person go through with DRS and slipstream. He didn't, he slammed on the brakes in the last turn, and I mean, I guess that's racing, but at the same time, you don't like to see it when the man who was clearly the fastest driver on the day, you know, suffers from it. Atlantis moves his car back past Jenkins as well. But yeah, what did you see that incident between Dustin and Passion 1G? Because I saw it. And
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the Mercedes
I just
driver
onto
was
the end to it, and yeah, Atlantis going past Dustin now, and then Jenkins is feeling a bit of it. But back started around the outside. So close.
Great move, but that was very close. I'm just pulling up the standings now, just to see where everybody, just to see where all these drivers are. So only DTM in 6th place. He is 2nd in the championship. He's behind what we think to be Jenkins. As well, speaking of devil, he just moves past Dustin for P4. Atlantis now all over the back of AJ. Now what looked like not a brilliant qualifying for Ferrari. Obviously they started P6, P4 and P6. They could be about to be P1 and P2 here. Definitely, probably wasn't expecting that coming into the race, but they'll be chuffed with that one. So here we go now, Atlantis with the DRS open in the slipstream, closing down on that orange McLaren. Pulls to the inside, late on the brakes. Oh, contacts, mate. Oh, and they're off over turn 1. Jenkins could capitalise now, round the outside of Atlantis. The McLaren's in the way. This has been a chaotic first 9 laps of this race. Incidents all up and down the field.
Yeah, and they're still going at it through the set turn. Jenkins is down inside.
Jenkins is... I mean, I don't know about that one. It looked like... Well, I don't know about late move, but it looked like he wasn't going for the corner. It just looked like he was going straight. AJ may be looking to get him back now, no. And all of this has allowed Adam to sort of pull away at the front, really. 2.8 second gap now to his teammate Atlantis, who may be, you know, doing a wingman job right now, just holding everybody off to allow Adam to gain some time up front. Just checking through now. So yeah, Adam is 11th in the championship. He finished 6th in the first race, hasn't started the last 2. And yeah, Atlantis obviously is a reserve driver, but we watched Jenkins pulling to the outside, and again contact was made at turn 1. Only DTM goes straight over as well, but Jenkins is now ahead. But this is a reoccurring theme we're seeing now at turn 1. Every move that's being made, there seems to be contact between the 2 drivers down at turn 1.
Yeah, AJ's just got back past only DTM there on the good battle. He's just thrown up the inside as the fourth India, what do you call it these days? Racing point.
Racing point.
I don't think I'll ever call it a racing point in my life, but
well, when you know, when you've seen Sergio Perez get, or is it like 8 podiums for Force India, I don't think you can call it a racing point.
Yeah, I don't think it was quite 8, but we'll give it proof.
I think it was, no, because he's got like, I think he's got 8 career podiums, so I'm pretty sure he's got at least 5 before India.
Yeah, one who is loving this train now, because these guys are really hard. He can sit behind his all day and watch the battle, because he knows in the second stint he'll just breeze past him.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem is, you say you breeze past them, but if it's this DRS train, that's where you've got the problem. The yellow flag is out. It's for AMS Spa Shot. He's just had a spin there coming out of, I'm not sure what turn that is, but it's the hairpin that begins sector 3. And although putting in the fastest lap of the race on the hards, he doesn't seem to be enjoying this race one bit, does he, Joe?
But yeah, I think it was turn 10 or 11 where he just dropped it there.
Yeah.
We did say at the start, he's one of these, he's really good on his day, or he does have a bit of a bad one, so I think it's turned out to be one of his bad days today, unfortunately for him.
Well, I mean, any point really is worth something, but when you've got the championship leader in second place, the man that you're supposedly fighting for the championship, as only DTM up the inside. AJ kind of cut across him there, then cut the chicane. It's certainly been a difficult one for the McLaren, really, just in terms of keeping it clean, because we've seen him make contact multiple times this race. But he's still P4 up from P7, so it looks, I guess, you would say, luckily, it's more unluckily in this sport. Everything's kind of dying down a little bit now, which gives us the time to breathe.
That was just enter the pit for his stop. I'm guessing he's got the hard player, so he can make it to the end easily. And I think it's hoping that he can undercut him while they're battling the race.
Well, I mean, yeah, Spa short with another fastest lap of the race. I mean, he's got the pace. He's putting in the fastest lap of the race on the hard tyres. The problem is just that start incident. It's just done him over, really, which is unlucky to see. You never want to see a driver in an incident in Formula 1. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to, well, I mean, you could say about half the grid, really. But we've still got 13 people driving, which is, I think, good. Only 3 retirements.
Atlantis pits.
And into the pits comes Atlantis. And one thing I do want to bring up is that if I was AJ, I'd stop cutting the chicane, because, actually, only DTM on the hard tyres. Clearly still got some pace in that car up the inside of AJH, and I think he'll probably start to check out now, the man who's second in the championship.
Yeah, Jenkins is also pitted along with Atlantis, and Dustin as well. He's got his wing change after that horrific incident from Passion Park being a back marker and blocking him up, so he'll be trying to make dues with what he's got now.
Well, what I was going to say is AJ has cut the chicane, the final chicane. Obviously, you may not know, people watching, or even you can cut that final chicane and gain time, even with strict corner cutting. He's cut it every lap. And I've seen Gorsh Crab get done for that and get a 20-second time penalty at the end of the race. So, I mean, I'm not going to put it in, but I mean, they're going to watch this back, and I mean, I feel that AJH, all of his good work that he's done this race, there he goes again. I think it may be undone as he does now come into the pits, leaving only DTM to go on and maybe start to oh, there you go, and Adam is in the pits as well, so only DTM. Well, only DTM now on the hard tyres. He's just got some time now. He's got a good gap behind him. 11.5 to Dun Thunder, who could actually help him out here, because he's also on the hards and he could hold up Adam. But only DTM now. He's just got time, and what you do when you're on the one-stop strategy different to everybody else. When you're on the harder tyre first, when they come in the pits, you just pump in qualifying laps at this point. You just got to go for it. You know, you're coming in soon anyway. Just start putting in laps that are going to help you be as close as possible to those cars that you're going to be coming out there.
One thing that I've just looked at is the fastest lap, because Bosch just said it. 129.9. He's the only man in the 121s. Everyone else 22, 3, 25, 27, 24. They're massively slower than him. He's just unfortunately involved with carnage at the start.
Well, it would have been very interesting to see him, coming through the grid. Only DTM gets a 3-second time penalty there for multiple corner cutting warnings. Now that could be something we look at. I haven't actually seen the corner cutting so far. If you could just have a look and see how many penalties everybody has, or like who has penalties. That'd be brilliant.
Everyone pretty much keeping it clean, no penalties for Dark, AJ, Atlantis, Jenkins. I think they've got 1 or 2 warnings each, but yeah, nothing too much at the minute. I think only D10's got one.
I mean, this is a track where corner cut. This is one of the harder tracks to get a corner cut warning. There's only really 2 or 3 corners where you can actually cut. So only DTM, but you know that is now going to play a factor in that final stint. He is going to have to push harder than maybe he'd want to, in order to get that gap. I mean, even just get past the cars ahead of him. If he doesn't get past them, then he's got no chance of beating them.
Yeah, exactly.
But even if he does get past them now, he's going to have to build a gap to them.
Yes, but when actually Splash just pace, we can get 9th place in this race. He's catching up to Teeth and Denzel ever so slightly.
It's just damage limitation.
Yeah, he's got to be. I think he might out the best he's going to get. But yeah, so far for Steve. Passion has gone into pits from mediums. He's in last place. I think he's on hard actually because this game is not very great. But only detail now, cruising on.
He was on hards at the start, but it came with the mediums. Yeah, so now, I mean, almost everybody apart from 2 people are now on the hards.
We're into that phase of the race where no one's close to each other. It's all about hunting each other down, keeping it consistent, making sure you don't make a mistake. Because that's what it'll come down to at the end of the day. You've just got to keep it on the rubber.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is where we can, kind of relax. Yeah, nobody's within a second, which, you can sit there and say that's boring, but at the same time, as tyre wear becomes an issue later on down in the race, yellow flags, and it's Passion again. Passion off into the gravel again.
Caught the end of it, came back and track quite aggressively.
And Denzel hits the wall. I just got that while on board with Passion. Sparshot laps him as well, but Denzel there dropped it, and I stated earlier, that's a make or break corner in qualifying. It is in the race as well. You can either make the corner or you could break your race messing up the corner, and that's exactly what Denzel has done. Unfortunate for him. I'm not sure if he was really fighting for anything in the race. However, you see there Craig ducking out of the way. But yeah, you don't want to see a driver crash.
One thing is one of them corners where you're carrying that much speed, you can't save it at all.
I mean, it is very easy to do. Adam hasn't really caught up to Thunder here. He's been, gaining a few tenths a lap, but that makes you think, really. If he isn't gaining that much time on a driver that's on old hards, what is he going to be able to do with only DTM, who's going to be on newer medium tyres? And he's going to come out 8-9 seconds behind Adam, but with much fresher rubber and much faster rubber. I think probably DTM is going to come in lap 19 or lap 20. I mean, he might even come in this lap.
Speaking about Adam's pace, and Jenkins has caught him up and he's on the DRS. So
here we go.
A battle here.
Thunder pits. So Adam is safe for this lap. Well, for this straight at least, because of the DRS that he got from Thunder before he pit. However, we don't know how long he's going to be able to hold on to that P2 with the championship leader bearing down on him. And also, there is an ulterior motive for DTM to win this race. And obviously, you always want to win a race, but Jenkins is his main, title challenger, and it's definitely going to be, interesting to see if DTM can get the better of him on his second stint. Yellow flags again. I think it's passion again.
It's just going slowly, nothing major. Dunfonder's come out right behind any sport shot, and he's on the mediums. So Sport could be losing at 8 points, and it could be vital.
He still has to pit.
At 8 points at this moment. Yeah, he still has to pit to make a point. So yeah, Dunfonder will get this 8th place back.
Could go with AJ. AJ is close. Yeah, AJ's right on the back of Atlantis now, so that's who I'm going to follow down this main straight. So we've seen these two go back and forth throughout the race. It looks like that isn't going to be ending anytime soon, as here comes AJ now. Looks to the outside. He's there. Right over the apex goes Atlantis, and AJ moves his car back up into 4th place. 7 seconds behind Jenkins, so that's not really looking like a reality, but definitely a valuable position for AJ, because, as we must note, DTM will be behind him when he pits, or will be just behind him and Atlantis, which will be crucial for Adam and Jenkins, who want that. Who want that gap to DTM when he comes out the pits. AJ spun it, and DTM won't be behind him when he comes out the pits anymore, because AJ drops it on the apex there for turn 8, and that's damaged his race massively.
One thing I think is the ERS.
Sorry, Dustin off as well. He goes deep, and there goes Spa Short and Thunder, and Dustin, who started this race so strongly, he's just seen it go from bad to worse. Jenkins as well. Jenkins round the outside. No contact made. What an overtake there from Jenkins. Adams will look to come back at him. Round turn 3 they go, down to turn 4. Jenkins holds on to that position, so he is now he is in first place. Once DTM pits, he will be there. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that Adam is not staying with the ERS as well as Jenkins, so demonstrates Jenkins is catching up. Yeah, and Adam's not. He's got 20% compared to Jenkins is 68. So that's why he's gained so much, because he can't get that ERS back.
I wouldn't. Spa Shot has pitted. We missed that.
Only DTM going in.
Shot has come in. Right, so this is going to be interesting now to see where he comes out, because we're thinking he's going to come out just behind maybe Atlantis. He's going to be behind Atlantis. I think he'll be ahead of Dark Wolf, but this is going to be interesting to see. So, Jenkins puts in the fastest lap of the race. Interestingly, he goes on to the mediums. I don't know, with 11, 12 laps left, I don't know, maybe I'll go on to the softs if you can make them last. But there goes Atlantis. As we said, Atlantis goes through. And now, this is really, this is it for DTM. He's got to gain an extra 3 seconds on the cars ahead of him due to his penalty. And this is just going to be 12 qualifying laps for him to see if he can come back and win this race.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how much time DTM can actually make up on these fresher, more grippier tyres. Because he's got the pace, we've seen his pace and hard up there with leaders like Jenkins, so he could still be with a shout here.
I think he'll definitely be. Well, he's got 12 laps to catch about 9-10 seconds. But, it's crucial for him to clear Atlantis. I don't think that's, we put enough stress on that. He has to get Atlantis, like this lap, at the latest next lap. And look how close he is already. I think it's kind of nailed on that he will probably get him this lap down the main straight, and then he'll have 12 laps to catch up, around 9 seconds to Adam. As around the final corner they come now, and DTM is I think way too close for Atlantis to do anything to defend. DRS open in the slipstream, pulls to the outside. No, they're side by side. Atlantis clearly with less downforce on the car. DTM has to wait, another few corners to get that position back, or not get it back, just to get past it.
Yeah, and we said he needs to clear Atlantis soon because they're just losing time to the people in front, and he needs to get this done quick.
Sparshot puts in another fastest lap there. I feel like Sparshot, he could get 8th place here. 3-second time penalty for Atlantis for going over the curve, and here comes DTM now, up the inside, getting the position done. There you go, up to P3 now. He's got 11 laps to do 10 seconds. This is going to be crucial now that he doesn't make a single mistake. Well, he has to make sure that Atlantis doesn't get back past him. I think he's got that one covered. Yellow flags in sector 2.
Don't see anyone off.
With a passion again.
Yeah, I think he's just going slowly. I'll be letting people by. I think he's just stopped on the racing line for some reason. No, he's letting people pass. He's pretty well now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stay on board with Adam here, looking down. Oh no, wait, Dustin and AJ are close. No, oh no, Dustin's made another mistake. They weren't close, it's just that Dustin made another mistake. And now Sparshot could latch onto the back of him for P8. So, I mean, Sparshot not completely out of the championship fight now, but it's looking bleak when his main title rival is in P1.
Yeah, DTM's got closer as quick as I thought it would. In fact, it was just staying about the same as it was. Yellow flags at 3. Probably Passion again as close to the end of the lap. One thing that we didn't actually mention yet is Don Funder's patching on the Dark Wolf, so he's been putting in some good lap times, so we'll have to see how that pans out.
Well, yeah, I mean, the McLarens, AJ, he had a brilliant start, and then it's kind of just gone downhill from lap 3. Got up to P2. Sector 1 and Sector 2 yellow flag. Oh, it's Passion. I kind of feel like we have to in fact, now this could be interesting because Passion has gone off. And here comes Jenkins and Adam coming through there. I mean, I know it's obviously yellow flag, sector 3, Dustin. I mean, this is just hard to watch. Really.
Yeah, just going from back to worst ever since that wing damage.
Led the first few laps of the race, got wing damage from Passion on lap. It was about lap 7. It hasn't been good from there. I mean, look, I know a commentator isn't. I know a commentator isn't supposed to get involved. But, I mean, I would be scared to be on the same racetrack as him. I don't know what he's doing, but he's cost the race leader the win. Well, I mean, we can say cost him the win. He's made a few mistakes, but he was in the lead at the time. And here he is now, stopped on the.
Yeah,
I mean, at least he's getting out the way. Yeah, I mean, at least I've seen people in league races who. Oh my god!
He's put it out of the last corner. It's just casual.
Look here, Thunder going for an overtake. He was just a bit too far back. But I'd like to go back to Passion for now, at least. Because there's nobody really close enough to make an overtake other than Thunder, and he's got a little bit to go. Oh no.
Because of all the wing damage at the start, the gaps have just opened.
Yeah.
Passion's really the only bit of entertainment we've got for the next 2 laps.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to only DTM, but he just hasn't found the pace.
He's slowly caught up.
Which is unfortunate.
Not enough.
Yeah, second in 3 laps. Go on board now with Dun Thunder. Yeah, I mean these two now really, these two Dark Horse and Dun Thunder are really the only thing we can really watch other than Passion.
Yeah, let's see if he gets connected. That's a bit of a square on the exit. He's lost a bit of time.
I mean, I think he's got a lot less downforce on the car though, so he's going to close in at a rate of knots, and indeed he is closing in very fast. He could go for a late lunge, but I think he's just, yeah, definitely a bit too far back there.
Yeah, we've seen his McLaren teammate get some hundreds in the corners, but I don't think it's better right now.
Passion is coming in the pits. I think he's going to put it on a soft tyres and go for the fastest lap of the race. I believe in it. I believe in Passion.
I don't know if some people get the fastest lap of the race from any position. I'm not sure in ILR you can. But yeah, we'll see.
I believe in him though. He's got on the mediums.
I want to say he's looking to take everything. That's a little accomplishment. Don Fonda is still on the back.
Right on the back.
He's still feeling the effects of the dirt. Yeah, if there is any, he's getting out of the first spot. Some people do.
Right.
It's gone a bit deep.
That's unlucky. Passion gets a 5-second penalty for crossing the pit lane exit and leaving the pit.
He's now rallying.
Here comes Thunder. Too far back again, and that one was just Passion flag out. But that one, if he had a better exit out the front of the pen, I feel like Thunder would have got it there. But Passion flag. What's he done this time?
I feel like the steward might have a lot to say to win up this race because
I don't think he's fit. I think he may
he's been driving like a lunatic. He's not even worth for it.
I honestly feel like he may have had a steward race. I don't think that's unfair to say.
He's driving like anyone. Well, not being dancing.
Yeah, I mean, look.
It could just be one bad race.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch Thunder and I'm trying to be a good commentator watching Thunder and Dark Horse, but just see Passion doing donuts in the middle of turn 8. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Thunder now. Well, Thunder is a bit closer this time round. The Passion flag is out again, but we're not gonna cut to that because I feel like Thunder may be close enough this time round to make a move. He is closing in faster and faster, and he is going to be close enough to make a move down the inside. Oh, they make contact. And he's going to try hold it around the outside. It's Dark Horse not going to be able to do it, but he is going to have to switch back to the inside now for turn 4. Goes for the dive bomb. Oh my god, that's brilliant racing from them two, and he gets the position back. That's brilliant racing. I mean, a great move. And just for that, Passion flag is out for,
I think this is the start of the battle that we've been wanting to see on race.
Have I just seen rain?
I don't think I saw rain.
No, when rain starts, it has like the little spits that come down to show that it's starting. Yeah. No, it is raining.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I think you might remember the same stuff that Passion 1G is at the minute, but we'll carry on some stuff coming down with the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not raining. Honestly, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's open. He's in rotate. He's closing.
He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him. Down the inside. Is he going to make it stick this time? Oh my god, this is brilliant racing between the two of them. Oh! Contact Darkles off into the gravel. Dun Thunder goes round. His teammate HAH will capitalise from that, go up into P6. And none other than AMS Spa Shot now will be closing in on Dun Thunder for P7. But the only problem with that is now that... Wait, did he get wind damage?
I'm not sure. I saw the evidence snap of like oversteer. I tried to say that's what caused.
Is that what caused it? Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess really the only thing we can now do, because there's no one anywhere near each other, is go and watch Passion.
He's gone up the track. You don't look to see it. He could get away by ILRT Jenkins here. He's the race leader, championship leader, constructors table leader. He's done everything right so far.
Passion's paused again.
Don Francis backing on his teammate. You can see a scrap between the two drivers.
Passion 1G succumbs to ILRT Jenkins again. Oh no, he hasn't. No. Hang on. Oh, nice. Do that corner there.
By Cleveland.
I should hope he does.
Get right next to the apex in a bit more.
Put it into neutral. Oh my god. Look, honestly, I feel a bit bad, but at the same time, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think he's been racing the series at all. And at the end of the day, it's probably a reason why he was there. Believe that like that.
Is he a reserve? Oh, he is a reserve, yeah.
Marshall's closed to 7 temps on Don Fonda. I don't know if he'll close in the north at the end of the race.
I'm hoping he does, but I'm rooting for AMS Marshall after well, I guess we can call it a calamity.
Yeah.
In his standards it would be, because he said he wanted to win this passion flag. Oh, he's just letting someone through. Oh my god. There he goes again. And he's paused the game. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the stewards will definitely have something to say about this. Maybe a stern word and a slap on the wrist for him. A bit more. You're enjoying yourself too much.
It's just... Sorry, I should be more professional as a commentator, but that...
Yeah. At 32-33 now, we're closing into the final, well, 2 laps behind them now.
No one's really close enough to...
Adam's been 1.5 seconds behind Jenkins. It feels like the whole race.
Yeah.
Jenkins just managed it well after he got the move past him. Ever since then, I would say played sailing, but I bet it's definitely not like that for him.
Well, he's probably very frustrated because I know how it feels to just drive around the same gap behind the car in front for so long. It's just, you know you've got pace, but just they've got the same amount and putting in the exact same lap time is very frustrating. Spa Shot comes into the pits, he's probably going for the fastest lap. Passion is now 6 laps down, so he is on lap 26 out of 30.
I'm not actually sure why it's on that. Unless he's
going for the front.
Yeah, well, he was in what, 8th or 9th? Now he turns in 8th. Surely 8th would not,
That is true.
10th or 9th. fastest lap.
Yeah, yeah, you get 2 for where he is now if you got the fastest lap. And he had the fastest lap anyway, didn't he? Oh, no, he didn't.
No, I don't think so. I believe. No, it's currently 4 shot, actually.
Right, so he had the fastest lap of the race. And he was in 8th, and he's come in to put the fastest lap again, but he's in 10th. Interesting one.
Not sure what's going on.
Unless Jenkins makes a mistake here. That is going to be it. There's no other overtaking opportunities really for Adam, who's, can we say, he's driven a great race.
Yeah, they both are. They've both been the most consistent men on the track. At the end of the day, that's what it takes to win. And they've both been top off today. Can't fault either.
Only DTM as well. I mean, he hasn't gained as much as what he'd want to on the mediums, but even he's gone up 10 places. To the final corner comes ILRT Jenkins, championship leader, has now won 3 out of the 4 participated races now. Adam follows through for a P2, I'm sure he'll be very happy with. Currently sitting at, was it about 8th in the championship. That will definitely put him up a few places. Only DTM would have wanted to gain some more time on the medium tyres. Didn't. He finishes 3rd with his 3-second time penalty. Atlantis comes in 4th, a good result for the reserve. Dark Wolves, Jenkins' teammate, boosts Alfa Romeo's lead now with a P5 finish. The 2 McLarens will follow through 6th and 7th. South of Dustin, I mean, it's been hard to watch this race, even as a commentator. He hasn't had the race you'd have wished for from pole position. He's gone down 7 places to 8th. He's been, he's gone off more times than I can count on my fingers, and I've got 10 of them. Street Demon.
Or 12 if you're from
I mean, I
Matilda.
think he's...
But
Street
anyway, Sport Shot
Street
comes across the
Demon.
line. Fastest lap, which is probably what he wanted.
Yeah!
But he already had it anyway.
But I think he'll finish 9th though, because Street Demon's been paused for like 60%. I think he quit on like lap 5, and he still has to bring it in P9.
It could be 3 points then if he gets to P9. If not, 2 points.
Do we do podium interviews in this league? I didn't ask.
Invite him, we'll see if they do. If not, but yeah, the race rundown. ILRT Jenkins P1. What felt like a commanding race, but the time doesn't say that. Adam P2, Ferrari P3, DTM 4th, Atlantis 5th, Dark Wolf 6th, AJ 7th, Dumb Thunder 8th, Dustin from what looks like a race win at the start. 9th, Street Demon 10th, the man involved in all the crashes, Sparshot 11th, Conley 12th, Passion, and the DNFs for T10 Denzel, F1 Ryan, Boom, and AG Panther.
Alright, so we got 2 people here for podium interviews. We've got Adam and only DTM. Now, I'm not sure if we're supposed to be doing them, however, we didn't ask, so we are. I'd like Jenkins to join, because then we'd have the winner. Jolly, do you want to take... I don't think Jenkins is going to join, so if you want to start with Adam, and then I'll do only DTM.
Yeah, so Adam, if you could include your audio. Coming from P6 on the grid to P2, do you think that's a successful race, or do you think you could have had more if you could have outpaced Jenkins?
I mean, the start was okay, and then I nearly bottled turn 3, so I lost a few seconds there, which maybe could have let me have Jenkins, but his pace was so good. I couldn't catch him when he got past and out of DRS.
Yeah, he was really strong today. We saw quite a bit of action between you and a few of the other drivers making some good overtakes. What at any point in the race did you think that you could win it, or was it always P2 for you?
If Atlantis somehow managed to hold, that train up for longer, I maybe could have had it. And I think I got held in the pitch for about a second. So I maybe could have had it, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, well, that's my questions. Tommy, Kemba, do you have any more?
What does this mean for you in the championship? Obviously, you finished P6 in the first race. I mean, if I'm right, if I was looking at the right person, you haven't raced the last two, so to come here.
Yeah, I was on holiday.
Take P2, 18 points. I'll put you, a few positions up in the championship. Do you think you can mount a title charge, or is it really just, damage limitation, after the first few races of being so far behind Jenkins? Is that, are you going to go for the championship, or are you just trying to get as many, good results as possible?
I mean, I'll give going for the championship a go, but I doubt I'll get it with how far I'm behind.
Short and simple. Alright, well that's my question. Done. We'll move now on to the third place man, only DTM. You gained a lot of positions in that race, but one thing I do have to ask, what happened in qualifying? Because, you qualified quite far down the grid. Was that tactical for strategy, or was that, did something happen? Because we saw you retired before the end, but we weren't sure if that was...
Yeah, definitely wasn't the plan. I had to switch wheels between qualifying and the race, because mine decided to play up, so started 13th and I fought my way through.
Alright, well, we saw, obviously you started on the hards, you were, with a shout of the win, obviously keeping pace with the other drivers on the mediums, but when you came into the pits for the mediums, the pace, just wasn't there. Was that a driver issue, or was it just the tyres weren't feeling as good as you thought they would? What happened on that front?
Probably my part. I haven't had much time to practice, and this isn't one of my strongest tracks, but I tried my best and I think I got a decent result today.
Yeah, well, definitely gained a lot of positions, and also that does help you in the championship as well. Obviously, Jenkins, he's pulling away at the front now. So, sorry, we've been commentating this whole race. Jenkins, is that TJ? Are they the two? Okay, cool.
So.
Right, because we were talking the whole race as if they were the same person. So, obviously it would have been a bit awkward if they weren't. So yeah, obviously, Jenkins is quite far ahead now in the championship. He's extended his gap now, but with a good result, does that is that like a morale boost? Coming from so far down the grid up to the front, maybe you can mount a title charge.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's some of my best tracks coming up as well, so hopefully I can get some wins under my belt.
Oh, that's good, mate. Well, I wish the best for you. I'll be there to see it. From next week, we go to Monaco, I believe. So, round 6, definitely going to be an interesting one. Can Jenkins extend his championship, his grasp on the championship a little bit further, or can DTM and Sparshot and the challengers start to catch up? Stay tuned. Next Friday, 7:30 PM, I'll be here with Carol. We'll be on a different account streaming because Carol will be back. And thank you for watching ILR Tier 5, Round 5 at Barcelona.